What's up, everybody? Great to see you. It is 7:05. It's Monday. It's time for a community conversation. That's right. And right now on the background, listen, folks, you need to check out the majesty of this photo. These two incredibly amazing individuals, good friends, Ron and Jen. I don't think I've met Ron before. I think I would remember meeting such a dapper gentleman. However, Jen and I have had several run-ins, all through music, all through creativity, through our good friend Bruce Anderson with Live and Kickin', all the way to Pine Castle Pioneer Days. And she has been in the music industry for a very long time, and we are really, really fortunate that tonight we get to chat with Jen a little bit before we crash her kitchen slash maybe pub on Friday night. So I'm going to bring this down. I just wanted you guys to look at the majesty and beauty of Ron and Jen. And they're just beautiful people, fantastically beautiful people. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, no more ados, let's meet her in the flesh, the lovely Jen. What's up, Jen? How are you? Oh, it's so good to see you. Thank you so much for joining me tonight.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
You always look ravishing, my love.
Right.
Fantastic.
In my black t-shirt.
Beautifully sun-kissed.
T-shirt, black is so slimming.
I was about to say, I think it's a musician thing. I'm not necessarily.
It totally is.
Most of my closet is like that. It's like all black, and I have one pair of like dress pants that are not black. Yeah. But everything else, it's just easy. It's easy.
Black is always appropriate when you're a musician.
That's what I'm talking about. It works on the stage. It works going to a show. It works working back of house, front of house. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. Whatever you do, if you're doing it and you're related to any type of music, you're rocking and rolling. And black just fits perfectly. Perfectly.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm really excited. We have you on this evening because we get to crash your kitchen slash maybe pub on Friday night. We talked about a little.
Not maybe. It is. We have a pub in our house. Yeah.
Yes. Wait. You have a pub in your house?
In the house.
You have a pub in the house.
We have a pub in the house.
That's fantastic. I don't mean to repeat. I just want to make sure I'm hearing it right.
Yeah.
Is it going to be close enough for us to kind of bebop back and forth between the kitchen and the pub?
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fantastic. So, Jen, let's just get right into it. You and I met at Live and Kickin' with Bruce Anderson.
That is correct.
Very, very, very good friend. We exchanged handshakes. We played a little music on the show. We exchanged some business cards. And that kind of formulated the beginning of what has now been a friendship lasting a couple years.
Yeah, it has been. I think it's been at least 2 years.
Yeah, a couple Pine Castle Pioneer Days.
That is true. You've done 2 of them, and hopefully you'll do one next year for us too.
Listen, I love Pine Castle Pioneer Days for many reasons. Not only is it like the ambiance, but the food, the people. It's in a perfect time of year. The weather is beautiful, and I get to play 2 shows. I get to go to the acoustic stage, which is super chill and super intimate and really nice, and everybody's right there, and they just listen. They soak it in. They're so respectful. And then you get to get on a big stage, and you get to rock for the whole for the whole festival, which is super, super cool, which is a lot of fun. I loved coming out this year. 2 years ago was great. I'm looking forward to returning next year. But that's not all you do with music. Now, you've been a musician for quite some time. Like, how long have you been playing music?
Wow. Since I was 8 years old.
Okay, so about 20 years. Gotcha.
I'll give you $5 for you do that again.
Wait till Ron gets here. Then we'll knock it out.
Yeah. No, I did. I took piano lessons for a couple of years when I was 8. And then when I was 12, I wanted to play guitar and sing so badly. So I bought a little $5 guitar off the kid across the street and literally played until my fingers bled.
Wow. And you were how old at 8? You were 8 years old at this time?
I was 12 years old when I got the guitar.
And you wrote your first song at 12?
No, at 15.
Oh, still, that's crazy. Holy Moses. So you started playing music you said you got introduced to it at what age?
8.
8, and then you got your first guitar at 12, and you wrote your first song at 15.
Yes.
Wow. And you've been writing songs ever since?
I have.
I love this question. People ask me this question all the time, and I give them the answer that you'll probably give me. How many songs have you written?
I can't count.
Exactly. All the time. I go, I have no idea.
I'd say it's well over 200.
Yeah. I stopped counting a long time ago.
Yeah,
I was like, man.
I couldn't tell you, because not only have I written a lot of songs just on my own, since I've been in this particular band that I'm in now, Hard to Port, we've done a lot of collaborations. Where all of us write part of the song, or just me and Ron will write part of it, or we've written some fantastic songs just literally sitting in our pub.
That's awesome.
The pandemic is what really we bought the house and we were in it a couple of years. Then of course the pandemic hit, and what, you can't go out.
Yeah,
So,
you're here. You might as well make the best use of your
so we
time
had
as
our
you
little
possibly
bubble
can.
of friends who also have pubs in their houses. And so we could go from, if we wanted a night out, we go to their house. And if they want a night out, they come to our house.
Oh, that's awesome. Now we chatted a little bit, and you've talked to me a couple times that every now and then you even get a couple people together in your house, and you guys have like a jam. And we talked a little bit about it. You called it the fiddle jam, which is not something you can put on bread, folks. I thought it was. I thought it was like a mulberry or maybe like a snozberry, but it's a fiddle jam, which sounds like a lot of fun. So walk us through that, man. That's so cool.
Okay, well, the old time fiddle jam has been around for a very long time, and they're all around all over the country, and there's some really huge ones, but this one started 20 something years ago is when I got involved with it, got away from it for several years, reconnected with these people who are just wonderful, and now I attend, and it's kind of a movable feast. And about a year ago, they needed a place to jam on the the third week of the month, and so I said, well, yeah, you can come here, and so we do it here once a month on the
So once a month you get together, and we talked a little bit. You said sometimes you have about a dozen people there all getting together to play some music.
And all we do is play music, all night. And
that is,
this particular jam is it's old time music.
Okay.
An old time music. If you don't know what that is,
I don't.
That is the precursor to bluegrass.
Old time music.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how you got involved with Pine Castle Pioneer Days? Because I figure that genre of music may be kind of in that era.
No.
Is that even older?
I actually got involved with Pine Castle Pioneer Days from a previous band that I was in.
Okay.
And that previous band sunset in 2017, 2016. But I played at Pine Castle Pioneer Days in that other band, and that was a Celtic band for 10, 15 years. And now I'm in my current band, Hard to Port.
Man. And so you've been playing music since you were 8 years old, guitar at 12, first song at 15, and here you are at 35 years old, still crushing the game.
You're so sweet.
I will say this: Lisa Wine is watching, but she's on mute, so she can't hear us. So I just wanted to say hi, Lisa. I hope you're having a good day. We also got Junior Rodriguez, Michelle Hess, Mama Floyd, Kyle Nunez, some rock stars in the feed tonight. So you've met Michelle and Joni. They were both at Pine Castle Pioneer Days, along with my good friend Nate. So Kyle is in Holland. He was not there, but he was there in spirit. We actually have a 1-to-1 scale. Little cardboard head up here that we made of Kyle so he could join us at events because he's in Holland. He can't join us, so we bring him sometimes.
Oh, darn the bad luck. Are the tulips blooming yet?
Yo, that's what I'm saying too. I'm like, oh, it's so terrible. It's horrible.
Yeah, so awful to be somewhere like the Netherlands.
It's so horrible.
Oh yeah.
We feel for you, Kyle. We do. We have mosquitoes.
We wish we were there.
You have tulips. So yeah, we got some good people in the feed tonight. For those of you that are just joining us, I'm going to be crashing Jenn's Kitchen, Ron and Jenn, this Friday night. Not only their kitchen, but they also have a pub inside the house where they have written many of songs. They've had many of fiddle jams. So I'm super excited to be there on Friday night. I'm excited to go back to Pine Castle Pioneer Days. Jenn been playing music since you were 8 years old, and we have. Wait a minute, is that the man?
Here comes Ron.
Ron needs entrance music. I was just thinking about Nathan. You met Nathan too. Ron needs some entrance music. Like, here comes Ron. Look at him walking. I said, here comes Ron. Man.
I prefer 2, 4, 6, 8, tiptoe, sneak, and infiltrate.
I like him already, Jenn.
He's a good guy. I'll keep him.
You'll keep him. That's good.
I'll keep him. He's a good guy.
That's awesome. And we'll get into that in a second because you posted a new picture today on your Facebook, and you guys just look like you are bursting with happiness and joy. So we will get into that. Nathan, this is not a replay. This is live. This is real. This is real time. This is live. Oh, that's Jenn in real time.
Yep.
Waving hello to you. We're going to be crashing Jenn's Kitchen on Friday night. Ron and Jenn, you just saw Ron enter. You know, you always got to have a little bit of a belated entrance when you're a rock star like Ron. We get it. We get it. We understand. I will say this. He's wearing blue. He's not wearing black, but I bet when he comes back out of that room, he's got a black shirt on. That'd be awesome. Probably going to be blue.
Over to the kitchen, so I hope not.
Oh, that's where he went. I thought it might be his room. I don't know what's
typically
going on. Ooh, do you think he's bringing snacks?
carry-
He might be bringing snacks. We love snacks.
Oh,
So
there
no,
you
this is
are.
this is hello. This is not a replay. What's up, fam? Good to see you guys. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hello.
We're chatting with Jen. There she is. She's back. Hello. So Jen, let's chat a little bit about what we can look forward to on Friday. Let's talk about the menu a little bit. You sent it to me. You did a little taste testing within the last, week or so. So
did.
what can we expect on Friday night?
We did. You can expect, think steampunk speakeasy with a medieval twist.
Steampunk speakeasy with a medieval twist.
Yep.
I don't even know what that means, but I'm ready. Is it Friday yet?
Okay.
Because that sounds awesome. Steampunk, gotcha. With
Yeah.
okay.
So- So we really we like history. We love history shows. We love food. We're taking our recipes from a cookbook of a guy named Max Miller, who does a great
Oh.
YouTube show called Tasting History with Max Miller.
Okay.
And so we are going to have chicken party, and everything we're going to have is going to be medieval or Roman or Victorian.
I will say, Mama Floyd popped up. She goes, turkey legs?
No, turkey legs are actually not medieval.
What are they? Oh, man. Why do they always have them at Ren fairs?
Because
I'll say
they're cheap
from
and
the
easy.
Renaissance? Oh, they are
Yeah.
amazing. I will say
Yeah,
they're
just
I heard
easy. So
I
we're
heard they
gonna
were
have-
emu.
No, yeah, they're pretty big. They have them because they look cool and they're cheap.
They are cheap, and it's kind of crazy. They do look cool, but they are difficult to eat and quite messy. But they are
Yes.
delicious, and it gives you just a very kind of barbaric feeling to you, like walking around,
Yeah, and
feeling
that's
like
why
a true carnivore of barbarianism. Fantastic,
Yeah,
which is
exactly.
good. But
We
that's
will
not.
not
We're
have
not.
turkey
We're
legs.
not having turkey. Sorry, Mama Floyd. No
Nope.
turkey legs
No
this
turkey.
Friday. So walk us through it again, because I was focused on turkey legs. What do we got coming up on Friday?
We will have chicken Parthian.
What is that? What is chicken Parthian?
Chicken Parthian is a recipe that uses a spice called asafoetida.
That sounds like fun. Everybody likes
Yeah.
good asafoetida.
Yeah, that's right. So it's a wonderful baked chicken dish. So,
Okay.
So that's really cool.
Oh, I
And
love
we be making farts.
Wait, you'll be making farts. How
We'll
are
be
you
making
making them? What-
I knew that would get you.
is this because of the chicken, or is this another dish?
No, this is a dish, and it's actually called.
Farts of Portingale. They were served to the Archbishop of Canterbury at his investiture.
That is awesome. Holy
They are-
smokes, man.
And I'm not going to tell you what they are, so they'll
No,
be
no,
a
no.
big surprise.
I like a surprise. My favorite part is the fact that you guys already tested everything and you're ready to rock and roll. You're
Yep.
like, yo,
And
we
one
knocked it out
our
of the park.
friends- One of our friends, George Howson, will be our fartmeister.
Ah, a bit of a fartmeister. You need one of them. That's good. Everybody needs a good fartmeister. I mean,
We're
if
gonna
you
have a
really,
fartmeister.
if Nathan Druin is our fartmeister. So, and every true
Right.
group, every true Motley crew, they have their designated fartmeister. So I'm
Right.
excited to meet yours.
Yeah,
It's going to be
very
good.
good, very
So
good.
he's in charge of making the
He'll be
he's in charge of making the dish.
farts.
He's be making farts. Gotcha.
He'll be making
Who's
the
who's
farts.
making the chicken?
That would be Steve and Christina, our
Okay.
bandmates from Hard to Port, who are also our neighbors.
Oh,
they'll be-
you
they'll
guys
be-
are neighbors and you're in the same band.
Yeah,
Man, that makes rehearsals really easy.
it makes them very convenient.
Just come. Hey, man, we're having a good night. We're writing some jams. You want to come over? Yep, we're on the way. Bing
Yep.
bong. Ready
That
to rock
has
and roll.
happened. That
I don't
has
th-
happened. Where
Yo, I
we'll
don't-
be writing a song and we're yeah.
I don't doubt that for a second. That is awesome. So question for you, and pretend that Jen's not here, Ron. How did you meet this lovely lady, this fantastic woman, this incredible female?
Bardic Rose.
What Bardic Rose? Is that an
was
event?
my old band.
Is that
Yep.
gotcha. I thought it might be
I-
witness protection or something like that. Okay,
Yep,
gotcha.
I became the roommate of a guy who wound up marrying her whistle player. So
Became a
our
roommate of the
circles
guy who
started to
married her whistle player. Gotcha.
So our circles started to interconnect, and after several years, once I carried her guitar across Barberville, apparently it opened the gates of her heart.
I will just say, any man that will carry a lovely lady's guitar across the waves of Bonneville deserve a shot, maybe a date, maybe a handshake or a kiss.
And then I
Fan-
unlocked the power of hummus.
Um,
He took me to the pita pit for dinner.
Oh, okay, man. Ron's pulling out all the stops.
All the stops.
I like it, man. That's awesome. I'm still amazed that you had a whistle player.
Well, yeah.
Somebody
Irish
who
whistle.
played the whistle.
Well,
The
technically
Irish
recorders.
whistle. Well,
Yes, yes,
recorders
yes.
and
Like
Irish
a.
whistle, yeah.
Okay,
But
fantastic.
then I play the whistles too.
Well, I imagine
Yeah.
you play everything. From what I understand, you are quite a connoisseur of musical instruments. You've played
I
many
play about 10 or 12.
ever since you were 8 years old, which makes like 25 years of playing music.
I know.
Yep.
I think it's fantastic. That's awesome. So I'm not surprised you play the flute. If you had to pick one instrument, forever and ever, amen, what would it be?
Oh goodness, it would have to be the guitar.
Gotcha.
If it was the only one I could have. it
It's
would
the
have
one
to
she
be the
can play
guitar.
when she's tipsy.
Gotcha.
Oh, I can.
I like him.
I know. Isn't it great?
It's like you say it, and then he comes in with like a little bit of nugget of truth. I love it. It's fantastic. Ron, I assume you're a musician as well.
He is.
I've been accused of that.
And how old were you when you first started?
Well, I got my first guitar as a graduation present in high school several years ago.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
you
about
learned-
25 years ago.
I learned 3 chords, and then it kind of started hanging around in the closet. And then I met someone, and she said, "You can play a 3 chords.
I know
you can
3
play
chords.
A D2. Let's go."
3 chords, you can play 75% of all music written.
That's correct.
Congratulations.
Then I learned the key of G
Oh, man.
and the key of A. Put me in an Irish band.
I put him in an Irish band. We needed a guitar player,
That's so funny.
and now he plays guitar and octave mandolin and tenor banjo.
And our first gig was the Tall Ships Festival in Penetanguishene, Ontario.
Penetanguishene.
Yep.
That's even fun to say. Penetanguishene. That's
in
a fan.
northern Ontario. My cousin lives there.
The very
Now-
southern bit of Georgian Bay, if you know the area.
So I don't, but I love all those names. Okay, gotcha. Right there.
Yeah, well, actually,
Oh no! Don't tell me you're a Michigan person.
Listen, it's the way everybody speaks, Jen. We understand what this means.
Oh, I know. It's secret hand
It's kind of
signal.
over here. It's actually
It's a little bit over here. It's a little bit over
Secret
here.
hand signal. Only Michigan people do this and know what it means. Everybody else is like, what?
What?
well, you got to know the trolls from the Yoopers, don't you know?
Oh, so question: have you guys been? Was that your first and only time to Canada? Have you been to Canada before? Like, how
Oh.
many?
I go to Canada quite often. All my whole family's in Canada, besides my siblings.
Really?
We were just there for totality.
Wait, the eclipse totality?
Yeah.
Yep.
Didn't that just happen like 2 weeks ago?
Yep.
Nice.
Oh,
What part?
It's been almost a month. 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks.
Really?
2
I have a
weeks, yeah.
terrible sense of time, by the way. I literally
3 days.
judge
It's the
all of
beginning
my
of the
days on
month.
my calendar by when we have KitchenKillaz shows. That's all I really know. It's do I have a KitchenKillaz show or not? I don't. Cool. I do one thing. I do. Cool. I do another thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what day it is. I imagine it's Monday. I'll think it's Monday. It feels like a Monday.
It is definitely Monday.
Okay, excellent. If it was a Friday, I'm really far away from your kitchen, and we have some
Right.
problems. You
Yes.
know, but that's so you guys venture to Canada often. You said most of your family is from or still there.
They're all still there. My mother was Canadian. My father was English, but they moved to Canada, emigrated to Canada when he was a child, so he grew up in Canada.
Nice.
So all my cousins, I don't have any aunts and uncles left. My aunt, last of her generation, she just passed away last November. But all my cousins are there.
And she's an American because of taxes on furniture.
Yeah.
There's that nugget of truth. I knew Ron is just ready to deal out. That's fantastic. So what brought you down to Florida, Jen? How'd you get down here?
My parents, when I was 5 years old.
I came down here when I was 7 with my parents. I didn't have a choice. I was like, yo, I was like, yo, I want to stay. Can I get a job? They're like, no, you're not old enough. You got to come to Florida with us. And I'm like, all right, okay, fine, let's go to Florida.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Exactly.
And how often do you get to head up to Canada and meet and hang out with the fam?
I try to get up there about once a year.
Okay.
I
Okay,
try to
that's
get up there
awesome.
Usually in the summer, and they try to come down here in the winter.
Very cool.
Um,
How was
yeah.
how was totality? I got to ask. Did
Awesome.
did you go directly to Canada to see it? Did you have a stop along the way? Like how did you guys make that
Yes.
trek?
Yes, we did have a stop. We had to march up 6th Avenue for the Tartan Day Parade.
Wait, you were in a parade?
We were
Yes.
in the New York City Tartan Day Parade where we marched down 6th Avenue.
What?
Is awesome.
In full kilt.
In full kilts.
Oh, you were even in the garb and everything, like rocking
Oh,
and
yeah.
rolling.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. Holy Moses! Do you guys get how did you get that gig? How that? I mean, you're Jen, so I mean, I imagine everybody knows you. You know, like you're involved in so many different things. Or was it Ron's beard that got you into the parade? I'm
No,
inquiring minds.
it was our friends Rob and Diane who have a registered the kilt, and they said, "Hey, we want to be in your parade." And the Tartan Day people went, "Okay."
And that was
So we
it.
went up there, and we
That's
had a good
awesome.
time.
That is awesome. I will say this. What is that?
That
Oh,
was
look
us
at
in the
that.
lobby of the hotel the day of the parade.
Wait, is this on your Facebook, Jen?
There'll
Or is
be-
this
there-
just
there's
something that
some
you
stuff on
have?
Facebook. There's some stuff. I don't know how good I was at doing that, but let
Oh,
me see if I
gotcha.
can show. Oh,
Well,
here
one
we
thing.
are.
Oh, there it is in full kilt, regimental. Regimental. Oh, stop it. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, lift that up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. That is, man, you guys are legit.
We are.
How
That was
old is
us.
how old is that phone? Sorry.
Come on, Dave.
I recognize the beveling.
It's newer than his.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
and we're the last ones in the parade by choice.
Oh, that is
As
Say
Rob
it.
says, we are to the Tartan Day parade what Santa Claus is to Macy's.
that is awesome. Now, I mean, if anybody's anybody, we all watch the Macy's Day Parade on Christmas morning, and they actually do it on Thanksgiving as well. And the very last person to come through on the Thanksgiving Day Parade is Santa Claus, ushering in the Christmas season,
Right.
which is fantastic. And then he is back in the parade because he's freaking Santa Claus. So
Right.
you were to the Tartan Parade as Santa Claus is to the Macy's Day Parade.
Yes.
Macy's
Man,
Thanksgiving Day, yep.
Oh, that is so sweet. That is
Bring
awesome,
it up
man.
the rear.
I'm
Just
glad.
behind the Vikings.
I'm glad that you. How long have you? How? I mean, this may be a little personal. How long have you guys been together? Because you seem like best of friends.
16 years now. Be 16 years this year.
Holy smokes! Now, how long did you guys know each other before you gave my man Ron a shot?
Well, that's a little interesting because I've actually known Ron since like 1995. But
Okay.
I was married to another man who died of cancer in 2004. And his
Oh.
name was Rick Widley, and he was a fantastic fiddle player, an amazing musician. And he was my partner in my first band called Jenn.
And concert master at King Henry's Feast down on I Drive.
Right.
Wow.
He died in 2004 of cancer.
Wow.
So I was a widow,
I'm
but I'd
sorry,
known
Jen.
Ron because we all call the same, group of friends
Yeah.
and stuff.
Same circle.
And then I had a few years of grieving that I had to get through.
Yes.
And then he healed my heart.
Hey, man. Sometimes it takes a man with a dashing beard and fantastic eyeglasses to come in and soothe a lovely lady's heart. And Ron was that man. Thank you, Ron. We appreciate it. I will say this. I found this cool little picture, so I'm going to add it real quick. And I just want to get a little insight into where this came from, if you guys wouldn't mind. What's
Okay.
going on here? Walk me through it. You guys look great and very, very happy.
Okay, so that was the day of the Tartan Day Parade. And we were waiting for our time because you get there a few hours ahead of time. And there was this little bar right there where we were waiting. And everybody said, hey, let's go in and have a drink and a snack and, wait for the parade. And so we were all snapping pictures of ourselves and each other. And one of my friends took that picture.
Man, that is a very beautiful picture, and you guys just look super happy, man. So
And it was fun.
I appreciate it, Ron. I don't know how much Jen's told you about what we do, but we're going to be up in your kitchen on Friday night, dude. We're going to be bouncing back and forth between the pub, your in-house pub, and a beautiful kitchen. She's gone over a little bit of the menu. We've talked about a couple items. Was there anything floating out there on the menu we can look forward to on Friday night aside from the two dishes that we already chatted about?
Soul cakes.
What is wait?
Soul cake, a
A
soul
soul
cake.
cake.
Please make me a soul cake.
I like
Apple,
this guy.
peach, a plum, or a cherry. Any good thing to
Make
make
it
us all
all
merry.
merry.
One for Peter, two for Paul, three for him that raises all.
I
Soul
love you
cakes
guys.
are a medieval yeasted roll. One of the themes that's going to be running through all these dishes is currants.
Currants.
Currants and saffron.
Oh, currants and saffron. Okay, I don't think currants. You're talking about a spice. You're talking about a leaf. You're talking about a
No,
dish. What is
is
currants?
a little dried fruit.
Corinthian
Fantastic. Well, I like that.
It's a little dried fruit that has a very strong raisiny type taste.
Oh, that is going to be so freaking good. So, of all the dishes, which ones are you guys looking forward to the most?
All of them. And then there's good, well, and then some more friends are coming, Jay and Cammie, who also went to New York with us.
We
And
love
they'll
Jay
be
and Cammie.
bringing dessert and one other thing.
Maybe wine. I don't know.
No, they're bringing two things.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's going to be kind of like tapas, small plates.
Okay, we love
You know,
small plates
everybody-
and
yeah.
wine.
And
Ron,
wine.
Ron's got it. Ron knows what's up. He's like, they're probably. I saw that, Jen. You have a. Now you also said a total ding moment here, but you said you have a loom off camera.
It's
No.
right here.
What do you not do? I think that would be a shorter list because I feel like you are an incredibly talented, widely diverse woman with many, many skills. And it's very interesting. You mentioned that before. So how long have you worked with a loom? Am I using that appropriately?
I've been weaving for about 12 years now. Yeah.
Have you weaved Ron anything?
Oh yeah.
I like it. She's got it already. She's like ready to go.
Oh, that just
Awesome.
hangs there.
Oh,
It just hangs there.
It looks good. That looks really nice.
Yeah.
I-
So it's a very relaxing, very zen thing to do. And then
Yeah.
when I got out of the working world and got to retire.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
I saw on your Facebook, I am retired.
Yes, I am officially retired. Then one of the things I always wanted to try was pottery. So
Gotcha.
So a little over a year ago, Ron got me for a Christmas present 8 classes at the Artistic Hand in Oviedo, which is a great place to take classes if you're interested in pottery.
Okay, okay.
And
If y'all
then
are
I-
interested in pottery,
and
let
then
them know
now I'm-
Ron and Jen sent you. You probably
Now
won't get a discount, but it'll be fun.
Right, but I am now addicted to clay.
Now, when we were at Pine Castle Pioneer Days, you had a booth set up.
I
You had
did.
a table set up,
Next
and
to
this
your
is
booth.
yeah, right next to our booth, which was super cool, by the way. I'm really, really glad we were able to do that. We got to be nice and close to the stage. We were right there by you, which was really great. It was so much fun. We had, and again, it was just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. But did you have some pottery that day? What were
did.
you? I had a feeling, and you had a full regimen. I mean, you were stocked and locked, ready to rock, man. I mean,
And I actually sold stuff, which yay.
I don't doubt that for a second. I mean, and I would say that was was that your first year at Pine Castle Pioneer
That
Days
was my
having a
first
pottery table?
show. That was my very first show
Very like #1 pottery show ever.
ever.
What?
I've only been doing it for a little over a year.
Well, I mean, you're a
Oh, it
very
takes a
ambitious
little
woman,
time.
so I wouldn't have been surprised if it was your 7th show. Like
Yeah.
I imagine you go to sleep one night, you read a book, you wake up the next day, and you can do it.
YouTube.
Oh, you gotta
You can
love
learn
YouTube.
Anything from YouTube. And I mean anything.
We were talking about the tasting history with Max Miller.
Yes.
So even the food that we're having on Friday night, the menu is provided by watching YouTube
then
and
buying
following
Then we
along.
bought his cookbook.
Nice. You bought the cookbook, and then
did.
now when did you get the cookbook?
3 or 4 months ago.
Yeah.
Oh, so not too long ago.
And
How
then
many?
we liked it so much, we bought one for Steve and Christina
We
because they
like
were
Steve.
foodies. And then our
Nice.
friends Jay and Cammie liked it so much, they bought one for themselves.
That's
So-
awesome. How many dishes have you tried out of the cookbook?
4 or 5?
Yeah.
Okay,
4 or 5.
including the ones we're going to have on Friday night.
Yes. Well, no,
Nice.
well, yeah.
Nice. So tried and true, ready to rock and roll. And
Yeah.
I like that there's some continuity in the menu. I really think that's cool. And you even said something today a little bit. You said that people are going to dress up, that you
Yeah.
have flamboyant friends.
You,
which
well, you saw
I
saw
love
the
that.
picture, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They're going to
That's-
take it to a whole nother level.
So can we expect the outfits to match the menu, like the time period, or kind of look at
No.
it, or is it just kind of whatever?
It's going to be more like like I said, the one, I told people steampunk speakeasy with a medieval twist. And I can't, and-
Steampunk speakeasy with them. So not only are we talking about food, but we're also talking about how people are dressing.
Right. And of course, there'll be the drink of the night will be a deluminator.
I'm
And
so
we got
excited
that
for
idea
Friday.
we watched a show. We went to a Broadway show and found that. So we're not going to tell you what that is either. You'll have to just see that for yourself.
I'm excited. I like some surprises. Don't get me wrong, because it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm really excited. I know you and I have been talking for quite some time on being able to put together a Friday night.
Yes,
Because
yes.
I know we're all. I mean, You know, busy musicians are busy musicians, man. And sometimes if you want a Friday night, you got to schedule it way in advance and you got to do it with each other immediately. It's like, okay, let's pick a
Exactly.
day. I think we actually did it at Pine Castle Pioneer Days. I think we were like, okay, we're done.
Yep.
We've got to get one in the books right now, or I'm going to blink my eyes. I'm going to be back at Pine Castle Pioneer Days for the 3rd year, and we still would not have crashed your kitchen.
Time goes very quickly.
So I'm super happy to be able to make this happen. I'm really thankful for Bruce Anderson, you know, for Live and Kickin' to bring so many people together. I've met some good friends through Live and Kickin', and through that I've been able to experience Pine Castle Pioneer Days 2 times, looking into the 3rd time. We're crashing your kitchen on Friday, and I think at the very top of my list in meeting you is meeting somebody with such a fantastic beard as Ron. That is just
Isn't that
a
great? Isn't that
gorgeous. See, I'm not
And
able
he
to do
keeps it
that
nice and
yet.
trim.
That's the kicker. That's the thing.
that's
You got to
the
keep it
key.
neat, baby. Got to keep it clean. I like it, man. That
You
is
don't like Buffalo Bill in captivity?
That's my brother. Oh,
There he is.
there he is. Are you back?
Hey, hello. You're back.
Hello.
Hello.
There you. I can hear you, but I can't see you. But you'll probably pop in a second. You know, normally StreamYard and Wi-Fi can
Can
be
you
kind of
hear us
fun.
now?
There you are. Now you're back
he's
and you're
frozen.
in real time. You look great. I see you. You look fantastic.
We're back.
Incredible
We're back.
people. You are
We're
back.
back.
We're all
Nope.
back.
Now he's gone again.
You're gone again.
Internet issues.
I hope
We can
not.
see you, so you're
Don't
good.
suck.
Yeah, we can see you. You look great. You know,
Okay.
So if you do think it goes down, you're still live, and we
Yeah,
can
you
still
keep-
see and
you
hear you.
Freezing up.
Yeah, we're dropping down to 2 bars here.
Oh, bummer.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, I
We'll
just
ta-
saw it drop down to 2 bars.
oh, we're watching the.
It's
We're
on the
watching.
5G.
Okay.
I hear you. The 5G, the Wi-Fi, down to 2 bars. We're gonna see how it goes. Every now and then we are. Every now and then we're slaves to technology, kids. This is the way that it works. They'll be back in a second. As soon as I see them pack back in, oh, they may be back. Stand by. Stand
Are we
by.
back? Should we go back? Should we go
You
to the
look back.
library?
You look back. Are we back? Are
Okay.
you back?
We're back. We're back.
Yay!
I think so.
Oh, we got some rock stars. Nori Baird, our good friend, all the way from Scotland, is spending a little time with us tonight. Nori, good to see you. Lainey Lerner, the fantastic, luscious Lainey Lerner. She's crashed our kitchen many times. We have our good friend Marianne Kurt, another fantastic musician, all here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not known, we are chatting with Ron and Jenn. I'll be crashing their kitchen on Friday night, going back and forth between the kitchen and the pub. We're looking at a steampunk speakeasy with a twist of medieval times for Friday night, with an incredible menu, some great food, some good music, and some additional stories, because they're hiding some things from me, which is totally fine. There's going to be a special drink, which I have no idea what it is, but it's going to be fantastic. And there's a couple other little nuanced things that we're going to be delving into on Friday night that they won't even tell me about it, and I totally dig that. I am 100% okay with that.
Plus, we're looking forward to hearing your music.
Oh, that's no big deal. I'm here for the food. But
No,
yeah.
we love having musicians come to our house and
Thank you.
play their songs. We're
Thank you,
original,
thank you.
We're original composers, and we really appreciate and support, or try to support, local, acoustic, original music.
Well, that is me
That
to
is
a
a
T,
big thing
Jen.
for me.
That is me to a T. So, question for you: that house looks like it has fantastic acoustics. I'm looking
It
at
does.
how big this house is, and it looks really, really good. When I was looking for houses, I wanted to find a house with a beautiful kitchen, because we're the KitchenKillaz and we host a lot of shows, and I wanted to have a really great kitchen. Did your musicianship and your musical nature pay anything to you looking and picking a house?
Well, for the first time ever in our realtor's experience, we gave her a phone and said, we're going to be standing here in the corner playing. Walk around the house so we can hear it. And so she walked all around the house and up and down and sideways. And yep, it's got pretty good acoustics out here.
And she actually kept that video.
Wait.
And she comes to our gigs.
So you guys played live music in the house, and then you had her walk around and record you so you can listen to the audio and see how the acoustics were?
Yes.
Wait, okay, let me go back. You brought instruments with you to do that in the house?
Yes.
Yes, it was the second.
It was the second showing.
That's awesome. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's a third showing. That is awesome. You're like, yo, we got to find out what the acoustics are like in this house. Let's bring some musical equipment.
Well,
Yeah.
I knew we were in trouble when she started yelling at the guys who were painting the house. Why are you smoking in here? Someone's going to live in here. Oh, she's got her eye on this place.
Yo,
It checked all
man.
the boxes.
No pool.
Wow. Now,
Well, it has a great community pool.
how long have you guys been there?
Since 2017.
Oh, okay. So you've been there for about 7 years. That's awesome. And you've met the neighbors. The neighbors come over. You guys write some music. You play in bands together. You know,
We do.
which is
And we
really
have
good.
great neighbors. We have great neighbors.
Yeah, those are hard to find sometimes, you know, and
Yeah.
it's I hear so many stories of people with difficult neighbors and troublesome neighbors and neighbors that give, you know, they're mad all the time. They're calling HOA, they're calling the cops all
No,
the time, and I'm like,
we have a
man,
very diverse neighborhood. Everybody is
same.
friendly. Everybody helps everybody. Everybody watches everybody's house. You know, I mean, it's really,
Yeah.
really a great place.
No, 100%. I'm very fortunate myself. Like all my neighbors that completely surround my house, I've been able to meet with them and talk to them and shake their hands and introduce myself and keep in touch with each other. Especially, I closed on this house March 14th of 2020, and March 17th, that was it. Everything stopped.
Right, everything's shut down.
You know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
it was very challenging because I didn't get to have a housewarming party. I didn't really get to meet anybody. So we met each other in kind of weird circumstances. You know, I'd be out mowing the lawn, and then my neighbor would be in the other yard mowing his lawn. We're 30 feet away from each other. Like, hey, my name's Billy. What's up? My name's Larry. And it's like, okay.
Yeah.
It's like, well, that'll be fun. But we do have a couple questions. Nathan Druin said, I would love to hear the realtor's story about that day. Like, I think that would be a very good point of view from the realtor. Be like, yeah, you know, Jen and Ron came in, they gave me their phone, and they wanted me to record them playing music and walking around the house. It was kind of
Yep, and
interesting.
she still comes to our gigs.
That's
which is
awesome.
Really nice.
That is awesome. Marianne Kurt, another fantastic musician. She says the testing acoustics is a must.
Yep,
Absolutely must do it. Mama Floyd said, did they know the neighbors before they bought the house?
We didn't. Well, we knew our bandmates who live in this neighborhood. That's what gave us the idea to look in this neighborhood when we were looking for a house.
And we did meet the guy across the street who let us know, oh, they're planning to put a traffic light up there in there on McCulloch.
Yeah, we walked as we were coming out. He walked over to us to meet us and say hello, and so it was very nice.
And he
Kinda
really
give you the
wanted us not to be students.
Yeah. I don't doubt that for a second. Well, I'm glad you guys have really good neighbors because, again, that's tough sometimes. And when you find really good neighbors, like, it's just such a blessing, and it makes living there so much more fun because you don't have the anxiety of, oh, am I going to see Gertrude and she's pissed off again because, I don't know, whatever reason, you know, they heard music or whatever. You know, like
our neighbors are thrilled that we're musicians.
Yeah,
Sometimes, like at Halloween, we'll sit out front and play tunes and give out
that's awesome.
trick or treat candy, which is
Man,
fun.
that's the way to do it. I've had houses where people came by, and when they knocked on the door, they were the cops telling us to shut up. And I've had neighbors in this house, I've had neighbors that knock on the door, they come by and they go, hey, man, what's going on in here? Sounds like you guys are having a party.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, bro, grab some brisket. Let's eat. Let's have fun.
Yeah, our neighbors, we've had some good block parties and some good house parties, and the neighbors have come and
Played a few driveways.
played a few driveways, and
That's what I'm
it's
talking
just
about.
Fun. It's just fun.
Yeah, and it's good to get your community together, you know, and these days are a little different. And I mean, I was born in '79, so in the '80s there was still going outside, playing baseball, playing football, riding bikes. You were outside, you were climbing into trees, digging in the dirt, playing in the playground, playing basketball, doing whatever you needed to do. And honestly, when I drive up and down my road now, and there's a lot of families here, there's not a lot of kids on the road anymore.
No.
They just
Yeah,
aren't.
we're fortunate. I mean,
Yeah.
we really are. I'm grateful, you know, every day that we're so blessed.
100%. You know, it's really fortunate when we have people near us that have a shared mindset, and they're very polite, and they're nice, and they're encouraging, and they're your bandmates, which is freaking awesome, by the way. That's just
is
really,
fun.
really cool that they're
I did
right
invite
there.
them over. I did invite them to come and crash this, but they were just starting to grill some steaks, so they didn't think they'd make it. But
Oh,
you'll see
you
them.
mean tonight?
Yeah, I texted them real quick and said, if y'all wanted to come over,
Yo,
and
bring the
crash it."
steaks. We'll talk about the steaks.
They said, no, we just put steaks on.
That's awesome. That is true. Marianne Kurt said the kids are glued to their cells, man, glued to their cells. She also said, I have a great neighborhood. It's a smaller community that Marianne Kurt lives in. And I like that. One of the things I was looking for when I was looking for, I did not want to be part of an HOA. I just didn't. You know, I've had a lot of friends that were part, and there are some good HOAs, but most of the HOAs that I've heard about, that I've been a part of, that my friends have been a part of, have just been really, really difficult. You know,
We
and
do
I
have
was
an
just-
HOA here, but they're pretty decent. They don't send.
And
you
again,
nasty
hard to
grams.
find, man. Hard to find. I remember getting a letter one day that we had dust on our mail. Our mailbox was dusty.
Oh,
It wasn't dirty. It was
My last
dusty.
house that way.
It's probably pollen.
My last
And I was
house,
like,
yeah.
what? So I was like, cool. Went out there with the Windex, I went out there, wiped it down. Then I walked on the neighborhood. My fiance and I, at the time, we walked around the neighborhood, and we found some mailboxes. You couldn't even tell were mailboxes. They were in such bad
Yeah.
shape. And I was like, okay. I was like, yeah, once this lease is over, we're out of here.
I
I'm
got
glad.
a nasty gram for a dirty driveway in my last house, and the house across the street had burned down and was a burnt out wreck. And I got a nasty gram for a driveway.
How dare you?
I was
How
like, wow.
How dare you? How dare you have a dirty driveway, Jen?
When literally the house across the street was a burned out wreck.
Yeah, no. And by the way, yes, Michelle, of course. Come on, don't ever ask that question. Michelle Hess has just pulled up, and the pups go crazy. So she's like, "Can I come inside? Is it okay?" Yes. Come on inside. I got my finger on the.
How many dogs do you have?
27.
27. I have
No,
two cats.
I just have 2.
Okay. Hope you're not
They're-
allergic to cats. I
No,
have
no, no,
two.
and they're loud enough for 27 dogs. They're two little. They're Cairn Terriers, which are like Toto from Wizard of Oz. Very sweet,
cute.
brother and sister, Luke and Leia. Very, very cute. But they're inside all day, and they stare outside, and they live through the windows. So when they see grass move, they bark. Or when they see the Amazon guy, who embarrassingly he comes here a lot, they bark. And anytime somebody comes by, they bark. So Michelle just wanted to make sure, and nobody's gonna lose their minds.
We don't
But
want
even
to
if
get
they
the
do,
dog
we
to
love
bark.
pups. Yeah, man, we love pups. How old are your cats?
There'll be 5 this year, but you won't see them on Friday because they
Okay.
hide.
They're
Stranger
antisocial.
danger.
Yeah.
Stranger danger.
They
Oh,
do the
gosh.
stranger danger thing. But some of our friends might be bringing 2 of their pups with them.
Oh, that is so awesome. Marion Kurt says, my house is an 1870 gingerbread Victorian with great acoustics
Oh
inside.
yeah, I'll bet. Yeah. High ceilings. Yeah.
1870.
Nice.
We used to go to Old Time Jam at a place. The windows were really tall, and they opened up top and bottom so you could let the hot air out or bring the cool air in.
Man, that is awesome. That is incredible. Thank you for sharing that. We've been friends with Marianne Kurt for quite some time. She's been on the show before. I'd say maybe 3-4 years.
Nice.
We've been friends with Marianne Kurt, and she is so sweet. A beautiful musician, incredible writer, and super, super passionate and very gifted. This woman can pick up
Nice.
a musical instrument, and she's just great at it. It's a really good community full of a lot of creators. My man Nathan Drew, and he says, 1979 kings were born. Come home when the streetlights come on. That is true.
I'm not even going to tell you when I was born.
I'm going to go 77.
That's the year I graduated high school.
Okay, not bad. I graduated in 97, so we're right next to each other, just 2 numbers away.
Yeah,
That's
it.
it.
You must be the same age as Christina then.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Ron,
yeah, he's Victorian.
question for you, sir. What do you do? What is your thing? You seem like an incredibly intelligent, very, very dapper man. Do you just teach people how to grow amazing beards all day long?
I'm a geek.
I love geeks. Are you into IT?
I am developing software for helicopter avionics training devices.
Oh, you're a big geek.
He's a major geek. I was a geek too in my working world.
That's oh really? You geeked out. Nice.
I
What
was a
your-
network administrator for police departments.
Oh, that is awesome. I'm an IT director, so
Yeah.
I get it, man. That is awesome.
I
So-
supported comm centers.
But did you
Wow.
ever have a cop pull into your driveway at 2 a.m. saying, "This damn laptop's broke, fix it"?
No. I dated a girl for quite some time. She was a crime scene investigator in Polk County. So we did have some very interesting stories and interesting people that came by the house, but I never had somebody pull into the driveway at 2:00 in the morning being like, yo, fix my laptop. I have people
gonna throw it
knocking
out
on
the
my,
window.
yeah, I got people knocking on my door or my window before I can even get out of my car in the parking lot now.
There you
That's
go.
sometimes,
Yeah,
they'll just come
Oh,
right
so
up.
you're,
They'll just be like,
admit it, you're a geek too.
oh, yeah. Oh, I'm total 100%. I got no
Yeah.
problem talking about that. It used
Yeah.
to be not cool, but now it's cool. So
It's
we
cool
can
to be geek.
we can let our geekness show, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely. That's
Ron,
that whole right brain, left brain thing.
right? Ron, how long have you been a coder?
Since the 80s.
A long time.
Nice. So I gotta say, and I love the fact that a lot of the musicians I meet are somehow into some type of tech. It's
Yeah.
very, very interesting
Well,
to
think
see
about
that
it.
that healthy dichotomy exists. And there's so much math and music.
That's right. Math and music are
One of our guest
they're
fiddlers,
like this.
One of our guest fiddlers is a rocket scientist out at the Cape.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Man, that is so cool. So now the name of your current band, Hard to Port.
Correct.
How many people in your band?
It's the four of us and Steve and Christina. We're the core, and then
Okay.
we have a guy named Chuck Spano who plays the Irish drum, and he's part of the band as well. And then sometimes we have guests come and sit in with us. And of course, as a geeky IT person, you know what hard to port is in the IT world. So our logo is literally a ship's wheel with a hard drive.
That's so funny. Okay, so originally when you said hard to port, I immediately thought nautical. Immediately.
And that's right, because hard to port. But
Yep.
when something's hard to port,
Oh, yeah.
that's also an IT term.
But immediately when you said you guys are both techs, I was like, wait a minute. Let's get into the name of the band. Let's see if there's a connection here. That is so funny.
Yeah,
Nice,
that
dude.
whole dichotomy going on.
I love that, man. I'm really looking forward to Friday. I'm sorry it's taken so long. I know we've been trying to plan this for quite some time now.
I think
but
you're
I'm
gonna like it.
Oh,
It's
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
love it.
fun.
I'm
It's gonna be fun.
honestly, I'm very easy to please. I'm a very easy person to please. Like I'm gonna have a good time. You know, there's probably not a place that I would go where I would be like, I'm not having fun. You know, and normally, honestly, what it's based on is the energy of the household. We've been in over 300 kitchens. We've been in a lot of houses, and we can normally tell within seconds of walking in the door the kind of energy that the night is going to give us. You could tell right away. You could feel it in the air. You know, so I can already tell just by chatting with you guys, and Jen, you and I have met a couple times, you know, so
Right.
I can already tell Friday night's going to be a lot of fun.
It's
going to
gonna
be
be.
it's going to be great. The food's going to be good. Everybody, I think, is going to have an absolute blast. I'm excited to see everybody dressed up. I'm excited to see the pub and the kitchen. I'm excited to try all these menu items, and then this secret drink in the night is going to be out of this world. I'm super
And
stoked.
we're excited to hear your music and have you
Thank you.
come.
Thank you.
Come here.
It'll be good, man. It's an interesting concept, and I'm really glad that you guys embrace it. You know, it's
Yeah.
and it's very simple. People say, "Man, you know, I don't understand." I say, "I literally just play music in your kitchen. And we stream it live. We talk about food." And they go, "That's it?" Yeah, that's what we do. And we teach people about. Yeah, we teach people about the food, where we got the recipes from, how it came to be, why we like it, what the best thing is. We'll have people come up and try it, and they'll taste it, and they'll talk about it, you know. And then we can even promote the cookbook where you guys got it, where they could follow that YouTube. So we can kind of branch out and see if we could kind of cross-pollinate everybody to just kind of share the love with everybody, because there's so much creativity that's going to be there on Friday night, from all these musicians
yeah.
to creators to all the food that's being made, and just the inspiration behind that, the pub and the kitchen. And I just think it's going to be fantastic, and I'm really excited everybody's dressing up real fancy.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun.
That is really good. Do you guys host other parties where people kind of dress up fancy? Do you do
We
some
have.
costuming?
We have.
Nice. I mean, if you guys got full-blown kilts, I imagine you guys are ready to rock.
Well, yeah. Every year, our friends host a Burns night supper.
Oh, I've been to a Burns night supper about a decade ago. I had gone.
Soncy face, great chieftain of the pudding race, abound them all, you take your place. Pinch, tripe, or firm. Wheel are you worthy of all graces, lang as me arm.
We love the Burns night, and theirs is really fun. I mean, some Burns nights that I've gone to are just a big snooze fest, but this
Gotcha.
one, lots of fun. We have
Yeah.
other. We have had other. We had a stampede
Yep,
once. That was fun.
we had the fundraiser for the breast
Which
reconstruction
which
fund.
was a fundraiser for and we with a poker game. Which maybe we'll do a poker game too. So Friday night, who knows?
And, and I will say, with the last Burns night I went to was the first time I had ever had haggis. It's actually very good.
I'm not a fan of it, but
I
you
thought it
know
was
he
good.
likes it.
Well, you can't get the good stuff here because you're not allowed to use some of those cuts. They're not considered food.
Yeah, but you know,
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of.
I was introduced to it from Armageddon, the movie with Bruce Willis, where
Okay.
one of the actual oil miners that were going being trained to go to space, they were being interviewed by the psychologist to make sure that they were sound of mind to be able to go up there. And he got one of the guys talking about his family heritage, and he asked him what his favorite dish was. And he was like, he goes, "I'm a big fan of haggis." And then he describes how it's made, you know, and you see the psychologist like, and I go, "Interesting, haggis." And then next time I was invited to a Burns night, and I said, "Cool, man." And they said, "Hey, what kind of foods do you like?" I go, "I pretty much eat anything." They're like, "Have you ever had haggis before?" I go, "Nope, but I'm going to try it." They're like, "It's kind of weird, dude." I go, "I know exactly what it is." They're like, "Oh, you've had it?" I said, "No, I've seen Armageddon." And it was very good. It was awesome. It wasn't anything I would eat in heaping amounts, but it was pretty tasty. We had some really good whiskeys, and we had some cigars, and there was
Oh,
different
yeah.
types of food, and we were listening to music. We sat outside by the fire. Everybody just talked and hung out. It was a very, very, very nice evening. It was really beautiful. And actually, I haven't even had that conversation until you guys just brought it up. I'm so
Yeah,
glad
But
that
you're
that's
gonna
something you
have
guys
You
do.
gotta have a good single malt scotch.
I'm saying. I mean, really, a single malt scotch, a good one, is event enough to warrant having a single malt scotch. If you've got one, it's a reward in itself. It's like, this is delicious. We should definitely share this because it exists. This is what we need to do. That is awesome, man. I'm super, super stoked. And Ron, thank you for letting Jen and I plan this evening. I know you're into it because you're into the music and you're into the food and you're into the community. And I can tell, above all things, you're into Jen. Which is fantastic. And I feel like you just want to make this lovely lady happy. And you've been doing that for many, many years. Congratulations. Thank you very much for being such an upstanding gentleman and giving me somebody to look up to and try to be more like. I'm working on my beard.
Work on that beard.
I'm working on I got the glasses. I'm working on the beard.
I like to let her have her little shenanigans.
He loves the shenanigans. Yeah.
I think that means, Ron, you can shenanigan with the best of them, sir. I
He
think.
can shenanigan with the best of them. Oh yeah, he can out shenanigan me any day.
Oh, I gotcha. Ron's an out shenaniger. I gotcha.
He
That's
can.
awesome. That is so cool. I'm glad you guys.
And I am proud of him for that.
Well, I think that's why you guys make a great team. You know, to be honest with you, you're both into the shenanigans. You can help each other become better shenaniganers, and you can try to shenanigan one shenanigan up each other. One additional shenanigan for here and there, all over the place.
Absolutely.
So you guys have a band, Hard to Port. I get it. Do you guys play out? Do you play in? Do you stream? Where can we hear some Hard to Port music? Where can we go and watch you perform?
We do have some things out on YouTube. We have some live performances on YouTube, and we have a couple of music videos out on YouTube. Wow. So people can go out there and just look for Hard to Port. And sometimes they're under my nom de plume, Jenn Widely.
Gotcha. Nom de plume.
Nom de plume. But we have some live performances out there, and we have some regular music videos. And I am actually working on some new ones, and I'm hoping to get another one out there.
Now there is a Hard to Port out in Kansas, so you'll need to filter out.
Yeah, Hard to Port band is really what you need to look for.
Gotcha. I just Googled Hard to Port, and what I actually got was the clip from Titanic.
Yeah, you need Hard to Port band.
I got it. I just pulled it up.
And our music is out on Spotify and a lot of the streaming services. We do have 4 CDs. We're working on our 5th. And the 5th's almost done. And that's all out on the streaming services as well. And I have some solo stuff out there too.
Man, how long have both of you been individually or as a band recording?
I did my first CD with my late husband. Actually, my first CD was with Bardic Rose, way back. King Arthur Came Home. Boy, that takes you back. But my first real CD was done with Jenn called Traveler in 1998.
Wow.
And I've done 13 CDs and 1 DVD. Yeah. You'll see the whole wall of fame on Friday.
Yeah, I'm so excited. This is going to be so much fun.
It is going to be fun. You're going to like it.
Yeah, and one of the things I think immediately that I kind of picked up from you is you're kind of a no nonsense woman. You definitely call it how it is, but when you're passionate about something, you'll absolutely speak up and talk about it.
I will.
And those are some rare things to have all in one person. You know, so I could tell immediately. I'm like, yo, Jen and I are going to get along. We're going to have a good time. And I really dig the energy. And again, thank you guys for joining us tonight. Thanks for being on here. I'm super, super excited. Again, Michelle Hess, Nathan June, Joni Rodriguez, Marianne Kurt, Mama Floyd is in here. We have some fantastic people from all around the globe that are joining us tonight and checking it out. And they'll be checking out the show on Friday as well.
Awesome. I hope they do. They'll get a show. That's for sure. And we're really looking forward because, like I said before, I'm a big promoter. I really appreciate and respect original music.
Awesome.
You know,
well, I'm thinking, and Michelle brought up a couple minutes ago, she said, should we do an all original night? Because normally what
Yes.
I'll do, just to kind of appease the people, is I kind of mix in, I pepper in some covers as well. So I'll normally start with an original and go to a cover back and forth, just to make sure, everybody, sometimes people love the feel of familiarity.
Well,
But
covers are good. Covers are good for kind of like bringing the crowd back into it, and then you send them back out in whatever direction you want to
Yeah,
go.
but then,
Bingo.
I mean,
But in
it's
this
somebody else's
situation,
song, and in this situation, please, do your stuff. That's
Oh yeah, I do like bringing people in, especially if there's music that we can all connect to and sing along with. And I got a couple songs that are hard not to sing along to. So we'll definitely see how it goes. I'm gonna put together a set list of all originals just in case, and throughout the night, if I feel like it may be time for a
however you
cover.
want to do it, whatever you feel
Yeah, I think it'll
comfortable
be
doing.
fun. I think it'll be fun. I'm super excited for the food. So I'm really excited about that. I'm excited to be introduced to it. Again, we've done this for a long time, almost 7 years of Crashing Kitchens. And one of the coolest things is all the different types of food and environments and people and music and personalities that we get to meet along this journey. It's been such a fun time. And I played venues. I've been playing music for quite some time. But I would say this is by far my favorite project because we get to be in the heart of the home with people and their friends, and they surround themselves with people that they love and just a really, really healthy community. So to invite us to be a part of that is a very humbling experience. I'm extremely grateful for all the people that have opened their doors to us, and for you guys to open your doors to us on Friday night. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really, really looking forward to it. And the food's going to be great. The music is going to be great. I'm excited to see everybody dressed up. I'm stoked to see the kitchen, stoked to see the pub. I hope I get to see the two kitties. Maybe if they come out and they want to say hello, great. If not, it's okay.
Yeah,
I
they
can
won't,
live.
but that's
I can
okay.
live with the love of them in my brain. And it's gonna be really cool. I might bring a couple egg shakers, might bring a couple things for some people to kind of pop on, give a little percussion. We'll see how it goes.
We have all that.
I love you. That's awesome.
We have
She's like,
all that.
got it all.
We do.
That is awesome. So it's let me say this. Couple more comments in here. Boop. Michelle says, "Wait, can I dress up too?"
Sure.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Of
Please.
course. Now again, if you missed it, let me see if I can get this. It's steampunk. Hold on.
Speakeasy.
Speakeasy with a touch of medieval times.
Yep. Yep.
Do you guys already know what you're gonna wear?
Yep.
Nope,
Oh, you guys are ready to rock and roll.
nope.
He
No,
doesn't.
Ron's
but I
like,
do.
nope. Jen's like, yep. Jen, do you help Ron out, or does Ron take care of Ron?
Oh, he'll take care of himself. He'll figure it out.
With a little advice and counsel.
He'll do it.
How's it
So,
work?
yeah, yes. Yeah, sometimes we need little nudges from the people close to us, from the ladies close in our life. They give us a little nudge here and there. We're like bumper bowling, like we're the ball going down, but we need the little boop boop sometimes.
We're just sad that two of our friends are in France right now, so they won't be able to join us. So
Well,
they dressed up too, but they're
Looks
they're-
like we shall have to go to France, Jen. Let's pack the private jet. We will head that way on Friday
We'll make
night.
a stop in Holland.
Yeah, we'll see Kyle.
For
We'll play
cheese?
a
Yeah.
song in the tulips.
Oh,
Yeah. there's
beer.
Beer.
That's awesome.
Haven't
That's
had a
it.
Grimbergen double in a while.
That's right. Steampunk
That's it.
speakeasy with a touch of medieval times. A
Yep.
Grimberg. What was that?
Grimbergen.
A Grimbergen.
Yeah, it's a Belgian double, kind of the Belgian brown ale.
You're quite the worldly man, Ron. You and Jen
he
both.
is.
I imagine
is.
so. That's awesome. Have you guys traveled a lot?
Not as much as we'd like because he's still in the working world.
Well, I started early when I spent first and second grade in Izmir, Turkey.
Wow.
So it's like I knew there was a lot more out there than just your
Oh, and
state.
you have to take a
your town.
European thing with your mother when
Yeah,
you
that
were
was
18.
that was in the 80s, but
Still.
it started very early. That yes, there's a lot world out there, and it's kind of cool to check it out.
Man, I don't doubt it for a second. It's one of those things that, I'm trying to get past this mindset of, that you kind of baked into, and it's like, you got to go to school, get good grades, go to high school, go to college, get your degree, find a loved one, settle down, have a children, raise that child, work until you're 65 and 70, you retire, then your kids raise you and you die.
Yeah.
When do you
we try to
travel?
get-
When do you party? Like when you gotta like rip out of that societal normality, and you have to say, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna travel. We're gonna spend some time. Like
and
my
not
parents
worry
started
when
traveling.
People go, you don't really play music, do you?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. We really
I
do.
get that 100%.
Yeah.
They're like, you don't really
you don't
play
really
music.
do that on stage, do you?
Oh
Yeah,
man,
yeah,
I don't
we
know. I
do.
don't know how many times I've had friends, I've had people, somebody that I'm seeing or talking to. They're like, how long do you plan on doing this little music thing? And my answer is always the same: longer than our relationship is going to last. I'm like,
There you
sorry,
go.
man. I'm not doing this. I just do it because I love to do it. It's like it's just my passion. I play by myself. And then I realized there was such a welcoming community out there of people that I could perform for and learn from. We could learn from each other. We could share stories with each other. And it's like you get to know this inner morsel of somebody's heart when you listen to their song. Like they're not giving you the surface level BS. Like they're real. Listen to the song, man. They're digging into their heart and sharing something with you that's important to them. No matter what kind of music it is, or what style it is, or what perspective it's written from, something that truly meant something from them, and you get to see this little tiny morsel of brilliance and truth. And it's like if people just take a bit and listen, you can learn so much about the world around you. Traveling clearly is good, but man, listening to people's songs and listening to their poetry, listening to them write and what they write about, how they put stanzas together, how they put words and lyrics together, it's just super mind blowing, man. It's really, really brilliant, and I'm so glad that you guys are awesome musicians. You're writers, you're creators, and I feel like I'm gonna be walking into a place that feels like home. And I'm
so.
super, super, super excited for that. I had a feeling this would happen, Jen. You and I can talk. I know I'm a talker. It was great to have Ron in. We have hit our hour. We're at 8:06.
Okay.
So thank you so much
We're
for.
looking forward to it.
Oh,
It's
man.
gonna be fun.
It's going to be an absolute blast.
Because you're gonna love it.
That's right. Friday night at 9:05. You can check facebook.com/KitchenKillaz. We'll be sure to share it to all of our social media. Make sure it's easy for everybody to find. But by all means, find myself, Ron, and Jen, full of a house of incredible people. A steampunk speakeasy with a little dash of medieval times. A fantastic menu. That's right. You can't forget about the farts. It's going to be great. The food's going to be good. A specialty drink and even a dessert on the way, which
Yep.
I'm really excited for. So be sure to check it out. A huge shout out to Ron and Jen. Thank you so much for coming in tonight. Thank you for joining us on the show. Thank you for being our community conversation. Really excited to see you guys on Friday night. Again, we get there about an hour early. We'll get set up nice and easy. We'll shake some hands. We'll see what's going on. We'll check the pub and the kitchen, and we will have an absolute blast.
It'll be fun.
I appreciate it, guys. You guys have a good night. Thank you very much. Jen, I'll probably hit you up shortly after the show is over. Answer any questions you have. We'll chat a little bit about Friday night. We'll make sure everything's okay. And
Right.
then if you have anything for me throughout the week, by no means hesitate. Reach out to me right away, and we will see you on Friday night.
Sounds good.
Fare thee
Awesome.
well.
All right.
Ron, thank you very much. Jen, you guys have a great night. Stay out of trouble. Enjoy your wine. I shall join you in a bit with a glass of my own.
All right. Sounds good.
We'll talk to you guys soon.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Fantastic. I'm really excited. Jen is awesome. I met Jen at my good friend Bruce Anderson's house, live and kicking. And I was a musician. There were two other groups that had come in to play music. And I met Jen right away. And she was super cool. And I always bring business cards, always, 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 because you never know who you're going to meet when you get to hang out with Bruce Anderson. And I met Jen, and we kind of clicked right away. She immediately said, hey, we have Pine Castle Pioneer Days. It's coming up. I'd really like to see if you guys would be interested. This is when I was playing with the great Commodore. We had a lot of shows. So Jen reached out to me for a reminder. Hey, just want to remind you about this. And at this time, the Commodore had stepped away from the project, so it was just me. I want to make sure she was still okay with it being just me. And she didn't hesitate at all. She said, absolutely, here's the date, here's the time, here's when you can come. And I said, I will be there. And I got to tell you, a beautiful festival. It was a beautiful day, and she wound up inviting me to come back again, which just happened this year, just a couple months ago. So I went back again, had another beautiful day. I ate far too many hot dogs from the hot dog man with the hot dog hat. We love him. He's awesome. And we got to see Jen. She had a brand new table set up where she was selling some of her pottery that she just got into. So Friday night, we're getting ready to hang out with Jen and Ron. Incredible people. They're friends, full of music and creativity, a lot of love, a lot of great food, and a delicious specialty drink just for the night, and a dessert from what I understand. So that's going to be really cool. So you guys check it out, facebook.com/KitchenKillaz. On Friday at 9:05, we go live, baby, from Ron and Jen's house. And we might even be doing an all original set that night. When you're with other musicians and you find people that truly love and appreciate and respect, it's almost a desire from the people to hear a musician play original music. So that's what I'm going to be putting together for you guys on Friday night. Hope you guys have a good Monday. Stay out of trouble. Live long and prosper. For our Patreon patrons, Wednesday at 7:05, we will be live. Thursday, TikTok from 7 to 7:30. And Friday night live at 9:05, baby, with my man, Ron, and my lovely lady, Jen, with 2 N's. I'll talk to you guys soon. You guys stay out of trouble. Peace, love, and above all other stuff, lots of happiness. And we will see you soon.